So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. Rolling to his right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
First down.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
In motion comes the tight end left. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 3rd and 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 3rd and 6.
Second.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Dart. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Throwing, Dart. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with it without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott to throw this time. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Jake Ferguson, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Dart from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Flip it. Honey.
Dart to throw on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Dart going to look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
10 more yards.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It's second.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Good set. Bring it to your set.
Right back to Tracy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Giants 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pickens going in motion left. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code that he could not hang on to it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Prescott to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dart. That is incomplete.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Hey, alert. Second. 3-2-7.
To throw is Dart. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, Dart. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this 1st half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Here's Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the gun, Dart. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Dart. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Dart. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Giants 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49.
Play action. Now Dart. He finds his man. Complete. That's Fields. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Second. Reading. Alert.
Looking to throw, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Quinnen Williams now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To the air, Dart. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll hand it to Tracy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Honey. Second.
Throwing, Dart. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And it'll be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on the opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception. And we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He's set. He's set. Bring it to set.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw now, Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Giants first down.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Giants 14.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
1st down, and they go right back to blue. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Prescott. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
1st down, Cowboys.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2.
Looking to throw. Prescott. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Cowboys 33. Giants 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the
Out
Cowboys.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Dart going to look to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
3 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Working out of the gun is Dart. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
10 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Dart. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
And the Giants first down.
On the give, it's Tracy. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Thompson on the
facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
26 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea